Good morning and welcome to One Baha'i, that regular show where I just share a few personal thoughts about the Baha'i faith. It's nothing official, just me, One Baha'i. So I've noticed online recently a lot of questions about the Baha'i faith, and sometimes I'm a little surprised at how I see people responding to them. For example, there was one person who said, "Do Baha'is believe in hell?" And there must have been dozens of people who emphatically replied, "No, of course not. No, we don't. No, that's ridiculous." And I found that a little disheartening. There were some other people who were asking about reincarnation, and some of the responses were a little bit harsh. Again, emphatically saying, "No, we do not believe in this." So I would just like to point out that if we don't believe in hell, then why does Baha'u'llah talk about it 70 some times in the writings? If we don't believe in Satan, why does he often refer to the Satan of self? You see, these questions that people are asking about issues that are very deep in their heart, of great concern to them, sometimes I think when we respond in a direct, harsh, terse manner, we end up pushing them away. You see, if someone is extremely concerned about Satan and hell, to dismissively say, "Oh, we don't believe in that," is essentially telling them that we don't care about their problem or about their concern. So I have long wondered, what's a better way to respond? I mean, sure, we don't believe in an external Satan. We don't believe in a corporeal Satan. We don't believe in a place called hell. Hell is distance from God. Hell is turning away from your Creator. You see, this is not the same as saying, "Oh, we don't believe in that." No, it's contextualizing it. It's taking their question and putting it into a larger context so that they can better understand how their question fits within the Baha'i theology. Now, a couple of years ago, there was a new translation of Some Answered Questions, as I'm sure you remember. And Abdu'l-Baha was asked about reincarnation. The question was, I've got the book right down here. It says, "What is to be said about reincarnation, which is a belief upheld by the followers of certain religions?" Now, Abdu'l-Baha could have said, "Oh, that's absurd. Doesn't happen." But that would have been dismissive. And it would not have educated. It would not have put the question into a larger context. Instead, great as the section is, it's, I think, 3-4 pages. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 9 pages long. And out of all of it, my absolute favorite part is the first paragraph. When asked about reincarnation, and this applies to hell, it applies to all sorts of other things, Abdu'l-Baha's response begins, "Our purpose in what we are about to say is to express the truth and not to denigrate the beliefs of others. It is merely to explain the facts of the matter and nothing more. Otherwise, we are neither inclined to dispute anyone's deeply held beliefs, nor do we sanction such conduct." Wow. This is the paragraph that I try to keep firmly in my mind whenever I am asked a question about the Baha'i faith now. Our purpose in what we are about to say is to express the truth and not to denigrate the beliefs of others. It's not to downplay, dismiss, make fun of. This is not permissible. We are not allowed to do that with the beliefs of others. It is merely to explain the facts of the matter, nothing more. Otherwise, we are neither inclined to dispute anyone's deeply held beliefs, nor do we sanction such conduct. If Abdu'l-Baha is our master, and we are to look to him as our example of a great teacher and emulate his example, I can think of no greater paragraph than this when I am asked a question about the Baha'i faith. That a question that is in relation to someone else's deeply held beliefs. It is such a beautiful paragraph. I would so recommend studying it and looking in this section and seeing how Abdu'l-Baha frames his argument. It's really an amazing section. Out of all of Abdu'l-Baha's writings, it has become one of my favorites because of the example that it sets for all of us in how we are to approach questions about the Baha'i faith. We are neither inclined to dispute anyone's deeply held beliefs, nor do we sanction such conduct. If you've had the chance to look at Ruhi Book 10, even if you haven't, Ruhi Book 10, Unit 1, Section 12. It has some incredible examples of encouragement. And a group of us just went through that last weekend, so it's been foremost in my mind. And I just wanted to say, when we are asked a question about someone's deeply held beliefs, like Satan or reincarnation, they are asking a question and they are moving. And we need to find ways to answer their questions in such a way that we don't stop them dead in their tracks. Because when you stop someone, they can no longer be directed. It's like a car. If a car is moving, you can easily turn the steering wheel a little bit and direct the car. When we tell somebody, no, we don't believe that, we have stopped them. But in this section, in Some Answered Questions, Section 81 on reincarnation, Abdu'l-Baha doesn't stop them. He guides them. And he leads them to a greater understanding of the progress of the soul. Because, in a sense, they are correct with this concept of reincarnation. The soul does progress. It just doesn't progress the way that they expect. So, I think when we study this section, and especially in light of encouragement, we begin approaching the questions of other friends in a very different way. And I would highly recommend it to anybody who wants to be an effective teacher of the cause. My cat's now asking me to feed him. Anyways, that was really all I wanted to say today. Thank you very much for joining. I hope this was useful. I apologize if it wasn't. Please hit the like button. As I've said before, it does make a difference. And I hope you enjoy your day. This evening, may Baha'u'llah bless your dreams. We'll talk tomorrow.